Hello there everyone, and a warm welcome to the YouTube video here on the channel. My name is Emily Jane. I'm just going to tweak the audio levels a bit there. Today we're at Nottingham, we're in the back cab of HST. We're just going to get ready for departure. So you can see we've got 43305 and 313, some ex-LNER units that obviously went to live out the dawn of the autumn of their career on the Midland. So we're just turning the electronic tracing supply on, ETS, back to the front cab. I want to quickly set up. So on marker lights on, tail lights off, headlights to the right hand side, master key in, engine off, reset the AWS, reset the DRA, and we're ready for departure. So, let's go a quick time check, minute and a half. Got the road set for us already, so just press the train ready to start button. Yeah, there we go. So just a case of waiting for the off. The off. We might get away a couple of seconds early. Obviously, they try and get us away early when we can. Give us more time to play with later in the journey. So yes, the HSTs, I mean, they're pretty well known. I don't really feel like I need to introduce it, if I'm totally honest. Weirdly, those headlights don't really look like they're on. My game's messed up again, probably. But yes, this is the Major Wales reskin. I personally prefer his at the moment. Now we've got the EMR Mark IIIs. Then over here we've got the EMR Regional 158. Pair of, and a Turbo Star as well. This is sort of based around a mid to late 2020, correction, yeah, mid to late 2020 run. I think that's when these went out of service, question mark. And it's sort of, you know, just a nice little bit here and there. Got 10 seconds till departure. After the doors close, waiting for those doors to go. Okay, there's the little beep. We'll give the beep back. Release the brake. Reverse forward. Notch 3 power. So our start speed limit is 15 miles an hour to our next stop of East Midlands Parkway. About 8.4 miles. So where we go. You know what? I'm not used to doing train crew things, and I'm like, right, I've got to go and stand at a window. Let's go and look out the window until we reach the end of the platform. But no, I'm a driver now, so I don't have to do that. Right, so 8 miles now. Hello, Mr. 156, with your EMR regional branding. When we get up to about 13, 14, I'll drop power off. And there we go. We'll just coast to 15 now. Looking good. Okay, 15. Once we clear this post here, we can go to 25, and then 50, and then 80. For some reason, I've got a blocked nose as soon as I start talking, which is bloody typical. So we've gone past that. And then go notch 3 power in, up to 25, and there's the 50 post. However, we'll be at 25 before the end of the train passes that, so we'll have to chop power off slightly for a couple of seconds. So what I could do is go notch 2 and just accelerate a bit slower. And that makes it nice and consistent for the passengers. So yeah, obviously these do have the stand at the window option here. It's quite nice, so you can watch the back of your train through. Obviously, window hanging is not recommended, goes without saying, but the game allows it, so why not, right? That's the thing about video games, you can't get killed. You can't get killed for real in a video game. Notch 4 power. Not yet, at least. Not until they get some crazy 4D stuff out. Okay, is it just me whose brain went towards Squid Game? Yeah, right. And football, let's go! Let's go, go, go! So, this is of course, the Just Trains Midland mainline route. This is the Derby, Nottingham, Leicester sector. So, to show you a quick map of where we're going, we're here. We just left Nottingham. That's Towton Depot, that's Derby. Down there, that's Leicester. That's Eastminster Parkway there, that's Loughborough. Up there's Chesterfield, that's the Earwash route. That's the line to Matlock. Is Matlock Bath up there? No. Matlock Bath, yeah. Then you also got the depot here at Barrow Hill Roundhouse. The Hope Valley line towards Manchester, which that might be... No, that... I'd love to... you see, I'm not good enough to recognise track layouts, so... Yeah, but that's Sheffield. So just, it's a pretty extensive route now. And of course, we've newly got the line over to Lincoln as well. So as we're next heading up towards 65 miles an hour, hello, trouble taking the way, go through over a wave. As we accelerate up towards 80. The HSTs, I've got to say, I've not driven one for a while in train sim, and you know what, I do miss it actually. It's best way I can describe it. It's sort of like sitting down with a nice old book. Power off. You know exactly what it's going to do, and it's just something very, very reassuring about it, shall we say. So we're coasting now. There's some scrap sidings on the left. I believe this is Beeston Station or Attleborough. I can never remember which one. If you're driving a unit, you just wait till the guard makes his PA, and that's when you start braking. I've heard that from real drivers as well. Or wait till the system does it. It is actually quite a good system, which can tell you this distance to go to the next station. Obviously on more modern units. I think that's Beeston? Yeah, Beeston. Ah! Ow. Beeston. No. Oh, yeah, like I said, there's just something reassuring about these. 75. Notch 3 again. That speed build back up. Toward 80. Yeah, Attleborough's the other side, I think, isn't it? From memory. Nope. That was Beeston. Attenborough. Hey. So it's 78 miles an hour, which is a good speed to hold to cruise like this. There's Attenborough Station. Do a quick high turn on the horn because we're going fast. Don't know. See, so had we been, probably shouldn't have really given a high tone there, but had we been, for example, sent out in front of a stopping train, I probably would have, because passengers will see, all my trains come standing at the platform edge. I'm not paying attention. And we don't like that. We don't like killing people. Bad for business. Bad for business. Right. Let's move my mouse cursor out the way. A little bit of brake on, so the speed got a bit away from us there. Brake off. Over there to the right, that's the turn off towards Towton Depot and the Earwash route. Earwash. We're going to coast down towards 70. The 70 limit is, we need to brake for it when we go under the flyover here, which is the line coming south from Towton. So a nice, really quite complicated, well, semi-complicated diamond crossover that basically allows anything to go anywhere, which is quite cool. Here's the flyover coming up. I believe this is the town of Towton. May be wrong though. So go notch 3 brake, slowing us down nicely to 70. and brake off. Gets to slow down a little bit ahead of time, but again, you know, it's one of those things. No such thing as slowing down too early. There's 170 coming the other way. Hello, 170. Go back a notch to power just to sustain us. There's a 70 board. That's 1.8 miles till East Midlands Parkway station. Go flying over the crossovers here. This is Trent Junction, and this is the road Trent we're going over now. You can see Ratcliffe Power Station poking up behind that hill. Really cool tunnel, this, in my opinion. I love the tunnels that have got little towers on them and stuff. But yeah, this is as I say, the road Trent below us. Really like that tunnel portal. I think it's really cool. Down to 65. I'm not going to go step 1, step 2, step 3. Brake. You can see East Midlands Parkway station ahead of us there with the archers. Not letting the speed bleed off nicely. Going to get down to about 35 before we enter the platform. We need to stop at the end in East Mids. Here we go, there's 35 and brake off. I don't know why he doesn't have headlights on. That is, of course, the EMR class 180. Those units do seem to be rather unpopular. At least with train crew. Right, we're just going to stop at the end, at the 8-car marker, because we're a 9-car technically. Correction, at the S-car marker. And release the doors. I could not have stopped that better if I tried. That is pretty perfect. I've missed the HST. Of course, that's Ratcliffe Power Station on the right-hand side. We'll have a look at the EMR a bit closer. So I've got no idea why he's not got headlights on. Got the anti-trespass spikes there, which you can just step over, but you know. 180, 101. I'll hop back into my cab. We'll await the right of way. So we can watch from the back and... Actually, nah, that 180 is not a nice sound to listen to. Let's just check my audio levels. Pretty acceptable. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Bye-bye. That's about what they sound like, if I'm honest. So yeah, we've got a couple of seconds left here. We arrived about 50 seconds early. We weren't driving aggressively at all either, which is quite cool. You know, it's nice to know you've got that you can build the time up basically. You've got to have that on, unfortunately. But you can see we can expect a 1-turn departure. Leicester, it's actually over in that direction, 19 miles away. It's a shame you can't, like the HUD system in Train Sim World's now a lot better. You can hide a lot of the information that you don't want. At least for these sorts of videos, it's better, I should say. There go my doors. Okay, brake off. Notch 3. Let's get out of here. So Notch 3 is the recommended pull away for an MTU power car. From what I understand, you use Notch 2 on a Valenta and Notch 3 on an MTU to start moving away. Just, yeah, You know what? I'm that used to being train crew. I'm like, must watch the train out, or I will be shot. Right, so up towards, let's say, our line speed of 110, goes up to 120, which we can about achieve actually on this run. But this is your semi-regular reminder that the HSTs are the quickest trains in the accelerators in the world. They're nice and quick, the fastest diesels, but they take a while to build that speed up. Before someone says they're not the fastest diesel trains, the fastest diesel locomotives, correct. However, the definition of a train is something that completes a track circuit. So in theory, even a track circuit operating clip being placed, if we've got any for demonstration purposes, no we don't, they probably hang up there, I assume at least, that can technically be a train because it'll operate a track circuit. I'm going to quickly mute myself so I can cough. There we go, look at that, my voice works again. So we're up at 35, go full power now. Pardon me, I don't know where that burp came from, probably from the cough. So of course some of the HST power cars will actually see the ones that have been exported, I think. Looking towards us, they've now been exported abroad, they've now moved out of the UK and are now living in Germany, which of course feels a bit strange to me still. So like nice photos of HSTs out in Munich, I think it was, which is weird. It's the Buffett set, so it's XGC stock, so I'm like, I've probably seen it, and it now works in Munich, and it's just, I guess it makes perfect sense, you know, because you see lorries that probably work abroad as well, but I think trains are just a bit different, you know, you're never used to seeing a familiar vehicle, shall we say, in another country, and, you know, because, at least in the UK, okay, so the XPTs work in Australia, they're technically HSTs, but, you know, okay, there's 158 derivatives work in Thailand, but at least in the last sort of 30 years, there's been no British rolling stock exported properly, you know. And I suppose, I guess as well, there's the Bulgaria trains, but I don't know, it just seems strange still. There's another 110 reminder post, which is fine, we're still at 90. We'll hit a 120 soon. I believe that's from the exported vehicles now, on the lead. Hello, goodbye. So that's the nice thing, I can just sit here and relax now, you know. Obviously IRL I'd be sitting with my hand on the brake lever, just so in case I need to take an emergency brake application. But, you know, I'm pretty happy with where I am actually. Yeah, the acceleration's nice. Yeah, well, pre-level ground, so it's not going to run away with me too much. Okay, level ground as far as the UK goes, you know. And I know the Great Western's pretty much flat, but this is still, you know, I just personally think it's a lot easier to manipulate a unit on here, or a vehicle, or a train on here. Yeah, so the definition of a train is something that operates a track circuit. The definition of a complete train is something with white. It's an operator track circuit. It has white lights on the front, red lights on the back. Well, we've got white lights on the front and red lights on the back. Tick. So you know we're fully set up. 110, power off. And this is Loughborough we're passing through now. This is where a lot of trains have been built, including things like the Class 92s. There's actually a load of Class 92s. I'll really quickly demonstrate since I'm here. And that's Loughborough Brush. Where's the back end? Basically on blocks against the fence there. It's basically vehicles that were never completed. I'm trying to go quick. So yeah, we must have gone past it whilst I was head out. But yeah, the obviously a lot of trains that you know have either built, refurbished, or yeah, a lot of stuff's happened there really. I think they said they're going to be closing down because they're running out. They've got no orders, but yeah, sad. But actually, even things like the 73s, 73-9s were re-engined there. Oh. There's my 110. If we get up to 115 before we need a break. Next thing we'll pass will be Barrow upon Saw Station. And after that, on the right, we'll have Mount Sorrel aggregate sidings. Which, yes, so by the way, this scenario does come by default with the route. However, I've modified it. I've replaced a lot of the stock, basically just changed the era up and added a few little bits and bobs just to make it feel a bit nicer. Yep. I was right to feel paranoid. Sorry guys, I'm not paying attention now. So there's 110. Keep that in the box. That's Sillaby sorry, yeah, that's Barrow upon Saw Station. There's a 115. Put the power back in. And there's the aggregate siding. Unfortunately, when you populate sidings like that for a scenario, you can't fill them as much as they would IRL. I broke that one. Oh well. But yeah, it's you know, it's just a representation, and in the default that was empty. So I just thought we'll put a little bit of bits and bobs in there, make it feel a bit nicer. There's 115, power off. We're going down a slight hill, so just drag a bit of brake just to make sure the speed doesn't run away with us. I really enjoyed this footbridge back in the original route. Unfortunately, that's no, it's not a lot issue actually. That's been fixed. That's good. I reported that bug. That's Sillaby Station. There's another 120 limit here, but I'm going to stay at 115. Actually, I'll back down below 900 again, so I'll put the power back on. Actually, we can go 120. We can build the speed and time well. Sorry guys, I'm a bit all over the place today. So yeah, what else can I talk about? I think I might have a cab upgrade in this, like texture-wise, but I'm not sure, not 100%. Trent Junction, so coming from Trent Station. My uncle, who we don't speak about, lives here. And this is about 5 miles from Leicester Station. You can literally see his house is just down there. I've actually found it in the game when I was in the editor once. Yeah. So I don't speak about him. Unfortunately. Yeah. I should have that out of the way again. Sorry, guys. So it is a 120 through here, which is fine. We can keep that going. .120 does feel quite fast, doesn't it? Right, I'm going to get up to 120 and just knock the power off. So we're getting ready to... Actually, no, I'm doing it now. So we're going to be getting ready to brake soon anyway. So I'm looking out, on this track on the left, I'm looking for it's like kink in the line as it goes over a bridge. Which I think that's it there, actually. So we can just go to 115 now. Oh, look at that, we're already there. There you have it. There's your 115 post, and then as we round the curve here, I'm going to start braking towards 90. Phenomenal amount of energy being dissipated by those brakes. Do miss trains that make these noises. I need to go on the Inter 7 City set, or one of those up in Scotland when I'm up there on a lodge. So got the Morpeth warning for the 40, which is fine. Got a little while to need to brake for that. Looking out on the left now for a building with a clock face. There it is. So when we get towards the bridge, I need to brake towards 35. That's Leicester Station in front of us. You can see the platforms reflecting sun at us. But I'm slowing down now just because. Yeah, there's a 35 entering the platform, so I'm going to put a bit more brake in actually. On the left, that's going to be Leicester LIP, Leicester Loco Inspection Point. That is a massive, I don't want to say graveyard, but there's a lot of stock there. There's everything from 58 to 60s, 37s, 91s, 47s, 57s. It's Rail Operations Group's sort of staging point for locos, and it's really cool to see. So we've got the 40 limit there, but I'm actually just down at 30 already, just because we're in the platform here and we're stopping basically. I think most trains will stop in Leicester, which is probably a good thing. There we go. So we're going to stop right down the end. There's no stop markers at Leicester, so I just stop at Beam, the first class lounge. They make very good tea. And it means I put the cab in the shade as well. So it'll be this shade here. I don't want to stop in. Just means the cab don't get too hot. There's the first class lounge. Oh well, I'm at the other side of it. Oh well. There you go, folks. So, welcome to Leicester. That's going to do it for today's video. Hopefully you did enjoy the video. If you did, hit the like button. Subscribe to see more from me on a semi-regular basis. Let me know what routes you'd like to see me cover in future. Until next time, guys, it's bye for now.